A bit surprised he didn't pick Finka here, but I'm expecting at least one Finka pick during the match.
One Finka. All right, that's his prediction. We'll see. Norwin switching from Legion. Could he go to Finka? No, he can't. He definitely can't go to Finka. So he's actually switching it back and staying as the Legion. But everyone else and the attacking team primarily haven't even begun to switch things around and think about doing a change. They are just setting themselves up now then for their upstairs defense. Now, just as a go through and a forewarning to, well, not forewarning, but as a heads up to viewers, we did give the teams playing here a chance to delay the game and play it on another Playday because of how late this is starting and because of the long first match. But they chose to stick it out and continue playing now. They wanted to get it played today. So this is now here as of their choice, and we'll see how the game unfolds and how exactly they play it. So as the 5-second mark ticks past on the countdown to the first round, we will start to see it take shape. That rotate hole doesn't look big enough. Zephyr had real issue getting through there, and if you want to do that in a hurry, that's going to be a problem. So
shotgun, yeah, they can fix it.
Yeah, they may need to help that out a little bit and get it working a bit better. So, just the first 30 seconds of the round tick on through. The attackers are quickly into the big tower, and Astro will open up that front window towards the armory stairs nice and quickly. Waiting for an opportunity. Pyro on the roof does look for Zephyr in the attic and clips him but can't kill him.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Nice. Okay, Zephyr is inside the attic. The tower wall is completely shot. Oh no, again, issues with playing fit. Alright, there we go. The EMP will take out the shockwire. Elijah will try to open up an entry point inside the attic, and attic control is always really useful for the attackers when going for the top floor attack.
Bomb located by attackers.
Ace is just watching towards hatch, while Astra does the droning around, and so far a slow pace from the attackers, but Ace getting into a firefight with somebody down there. Let's get the damage on one side, but Phil is now getting droned out of the position.
So Phil takes his chance to move away. That's true. Looking to nade on through.
Right, so we have all 10 players still alive after 2 minutes of the first round.
And it's still quite mobile right now. Got plenty of opportunities to make their mark. They have plenty of strong positions here where they could still peek on out. The shots are going through on drones, but Randy just moves a step too far, and Pro will pick him off through the bedding, and Pasha will also fall to Pro, but Zephyr then peeks out from the small tower behind him and takes that lion down. HVK has been down though, so it is still technically a 3v3, but whether the defenders know this, I'm not sure. Norwin finishes HVK off before Elijah. They will finish Norwin back in exchange, meaning only 2 defenders are left alive. One of them is Zephyr. He edges his way up, but doesn't quite get there in time to get the man as he goes through the rotate and starts the plant. Looks to the bathroom, finds one, finds 2. Does get the down and finishes off Astro. Aces is out as well, and now it leaves Eli looking to make his way in here. He's got the Legion Mine in, he's been tagged up already, but the Norwind Legion Mine tick is enough to finish him off after a couple of bullets come through from Bandit to rock the round out.
It's always nice to open with a round win. And yeah, this Goo Mines game quite useful when the attacking side just takes so long to commit to an attack.
No.
Again, having issues with the clean. My internet provider is just what have I done to you guys? They don't like me, it seems. Now let's hop into round number 2. With the laundry and supply, the basement defense, this time without Mira, but hey, we have Echo, can be really useful, and of course Smoke, one of the insta picks for this side. Zephyr will switch to Vigil now, so we can actually expect some heavy roaming from him. One of the usual spots on map Oregon while defending laundry for Vigil is the kids' room, opening up a rotation towards the kitchen and just trying to buy some time and hold off the attackers. And look at this, Randy is trying to place a shield up here. I'm not sure if you can actually place a shield over there.
He's trying it. We'll see whether or not it succeeded or not. But as the rest of the defense is set up, he will make up his mind, that's for sure.
10 seconds
There's the
remaining.
last 10 seconds on the prep phase as they do begin their final preparations. Now, of course, remember that mirror is banned, so that wall will stay soft with just the feet hole shot through it.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective
And
is to
then they
locate a
will
bomb and defuse it.
try and hold that location later on. The attackers once again make their move on in, using that drone information earlier on. And they do look like they're going to attack largely from the construction site entrance from the spawn of things, but there's still time for that to change up. Astro once again doing that same route in through the big tower, up top and down through the banisters and the railings into the main building. Aces will come and join him in a moment, and HVK as well from upstairs. The players inside the meeting hall are their targets. We'll pre-fire through a couple of the walls and a couple of the windows after droning to make people move and after finding their locations and positions to make sure.
So there we go, the same approach as last time. Hibana opening up the attic from the tower. But this time Zephyr is actually going to play inside the meeting hall. Last time the attacking side went.
Takes
Ooh.
Norwind out after that aggressive peek from upstairs. It was a nice try from Norwind, but a bit too greedy. At that point, the defenders don't need to be making those peeks. When the numbers are even or in your advantage, you can just stay inside and crossfire. As it is, though, he tries to be aggressive and go out first and pays the price for it. Zephyr tries to help by spraying from a distance from dining in through the small tower. And it is close to, but not quite on target for that Ying. That's what he was aiming at. That's why the Echo Drone was zapping her and getting the pings out.
Ace is just getting harassed, but he's still alive, holding this position. Knows there's someone right below him. It's actually Phil Onyega.
EMP goes the other way after the Ying charge flashes the daylights out of the attacking team. Slows down their push a little bit more as they have to wait out their own flashbang. Zephyr, it's time now to start coming back to his team. Aces peeks down the back staircase and gets Phil with the pre-fire.
Chat from Mace's team an advantage now, and Zephyr is actually now rotating all the way back to the site. He needs to help out his team somehow.
Pre-fires the dining door, but no one there at the moment. Smoke grenades. Oh, that grenade blew the smoke grenade up in midair.
By attackers.
Zephyr now has to go the long way up and around. The drops have come on in. You do manage to down the Ying. Elijah, though, down Pasha and now finishes him off. There's the prone around the corner, but Elijah gets Randy while he tries it. Now it's only Zephyr. He drops in behind into his own team. Smoke grenade. Looks for one. Goes for the flick. Does damage him. In fact, downs him. Last man's planting in the site. He now knows he must be behind the B. He did get one kill. There's one above him, which I'm sure he heard. There's the moon moving. He gets him. Looks for the drop.
Defenders have
Reloads
eyes
the
on
SMG-12.
Attackers need to protect
He's on the diffuser. Coming through the backdrop. The flashbang goes down. It's going to hit him. Oh, he doesn't hit him. But he really read it properly. Proyo, perfectly done. Knew the only way he could get away from that flashbang was running towards the corridor. Knew he would have come out into that corridor in just a second and saw his feet to be confirmed. And it's a quick shot to get that kill. Fantastic play by Proyo. Patience at the end, not dropping down as soon as his teammate died, not making his position known before the defuse went in, knowing he had the time to be patient, listen for the defuse, confirm exactly where the attack or the defender, his opponent sat, and then use that flashbang to perfection.
But Zephyr also had a nice chance here. Did a lot of damage, but his team lost the entire objective, and he was a bit too late there.
Yeah, he's rotate
Yeah,
back because he won his way down the staircase at the back. He peeked, of course, into the meeting hall and was spotted and had to run all the way back up and go around and over the top to safely get down to rejoin his team. It took him a lot longer than he would have hoped, and well, that was smartly done by the attacking squad to make him go that way. It ultimately hurt him quite a lot.
Defenders protect
Well,
your
let's
bomb.
proceed into round
By
number
attackers.
3. And the bomb site is once again a laundry and supply room. This time we will not see Vigil, but there is a bandit on the lineup, on Zephyr actually.
So now as they finish up the last few moments of this prep phase, they are once again holding that basement.
5 seconds left.
They came very, very close, but as you say, largely it's because of Zephyr on their retake.
Attackers
We need to
recovered the
rethink a little bit about their
Attackers'
hold
objective is to locate a bomb.
previously and make it hold on for a little bit longer. I think a lot of that has to do with, as I said, Norwin just staying alive a bit longer. He doesn't need to peak aggressively in the start of the round like he did.
Yeah, it was an immediate disadvantage for his team. He was playing Attic last round, right?
He was playing the attic and he just sat there and looked towards the big tower windows, which I like the idea in it, but he didn't know where the attackers were coming from. And there's one on the main building roof, which got a clean shot onto his head.
Zephyr just a bit of going for the jail pigs, but Ace is just waiting there, and no need for defenders to expose themselves too much. Now Elijah going towards the attic, trying to open it up once again. But yeah, Xbox Master Race. So far, everyone they just
There's
went
the complete
for the
back
tower.
end of that not being aggressive that I said. Phil peeks out from the garage door and Aces flicks onto him beautifully. Astro does the same to Norwind. Now Pasha's trying to go back and take the fight as well. He does down Elijah, but only has the shotgun, so doesn't really think he can finish him off, which is right to do. Proyo will pop the lion charge while they go for the revive, and well, now the smoke's gone back down to the site to stay alive. That's the smarter play. Keeping himself alive. It is a good down because it does delay them a little bit. But Proyo will then finish Pasha off as he continues to stay in a slightly more aggressive position upstairs. And now there's just 2 defenders left alive again. Just trying to do too much with too little at this point. And so much time left on the clock that the attackers are having a field day. Zephyr stepping up again for his team. Gets 1 kill on HVK from the basement. They are still with a minute on the clock trying to find their way actually down into the basement, waiting for another roamer to perhaps come up, waiting for someone else to try and surprise them. They've had so many people showing up that they're expecting more, but there isn't any this time around. It's just Zephyr trying to be very mobile downstairs. There is now only 45 seconds to go, and still just spraying through the hatches, still just looking for that lucky opportunity. Someone on the rotate. The drones do spot on that bandit, do spot Zephyr's location. They don't know exactly where the echo is, but they also don't know where his drone is. They know they have to clear that out. But now the grenades are coming through. See him behind the shield, the grenade comes down, he cooked it beautifully. It does go off, but it doesn't down him. Oh, he gets detected, that means he's got to keep moving. They're looking for him through the hatch. Astro finds him and Proyo gets Randy right afterwards to seal that round. It's a little bit unlucky that lion charge caught him. Didn't quite stop in time, but ultimately beautifully played by the attacking team.
Yeah, the early aggression on defense didn't pay off for not soon, as we already saw, like Ace with a nice kill, immediately taking out one guy in garage, and his teammate actually found another kill on the other side of the map. Not sure where exactly did that happen, but overconfidence. Oh, going for such peaks with overconfidence, and Xbox Master is just playing it safely, and there we go. They're taking the lead 2-1, and once again, laundry and supply room for the 3rd time.
Oh. They need to make it work. They need to do something different on the defense. They are once again just losing too many players early, losing too many players before the defenders have even really begun their setup. Not because the defenders are the attackers are getting lucky and finding these players, but because these players are presenting themselves to the attackers.
Yeah, that's true. A bit too much. I mean, throughout all these matches during the last couple of weeks, I mean, I like the aggressive playstyle of not soon guys, but it's not working out against Xbox Master Race.
10 seconds to insertion.
Well, this is the third time with this defense. We're closing down on round number 5, and we are going to switch sides due to halftime.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
So far, so
Attackers'
good.
objective
I'd
is to
say
locate a
that
bomb.
Xbox Master Race
Attackers
looks
dropped the diffuser.
a bit more
Attackers have
stable and
recovered their
confident in
diffuser.
this match. They're always going for that tower. Every possible round, they're just going for the tower push.
It gives us such a strong position to take
Attackers have
any
dropped the
part
bomb
of the map.
diffuser.
You can attack the kids' bedrooms from it, you can attack the main sites from it, you can get down into the basement through there, you can get control of meeting from there, which no matter where the bomb sites are, meeting is an important part of the map. So all sorts of things to hold.
Well, already some damage on few of the defenders. Smoke and Castle losing some HP. Norwin trying to hold this position inside the tower. There goes a cooked grenade.
Attackers
Manages to
bomb
run away.
diffuser has been dropped.
Norwin aggressively peeks out the window though and takes down Astro. Doesn't get grenaded before that, but then Proyo will find him from the distance on the attic. And then there's a man, sorry, on the roof. And then there's a man in the attic that tries to continue to take the fight and just needs to back away. He's lucky to be alive at the moment. Zephyr had a head circle rather drawn around his head by Proyo. He gets away though, and then we'll back away. And that means the batteries are going to go from the wall thanks to Thatcher, and no further play will be made inside there. Proyo continuing to look around the front edge of the map and find openings for people maybe where they're not.
Reloading back.
Still forwards for a lot of time has been spent. And look at this. Pasha having a really nice angle to 2 hatches. Watching towards the attic. Attackers, they need to be careful while picking it. Maybe do some droning first.
A bomb has been
A
located.
minute to go and the attackers are still kind of stuck. Proyo outside the garage is trying to... Oh, he just missed that bandit by milliseconds. Trying to find a way in through the front edge. His friends are coming up and over the top through armory and through the attic. If he doesn't find and they don't move Zephyr from where he is, HBK might do it, then Zephyr can really hurt their attack from where he's sitting.
Yeah, and Zephyr just can't keep still. He just has the need to move around the map, play full aggressively, and try to find those kills.
They've gone around towards the back end
Bomb
again.
located by attackers.
Not sure. That drone just falls short. He peeks out straight into it, and there he gets Proyo, who didn't quite spot him around the corner. That's the front end pressure gone. Ying will drop to Zephyr, who's coming down the front staircase. His aces was looking for the man on the corner, but gets unlucky that Zephyr rotated down. Elijah, though, does trade back Randy for 1. Still sitting here on his drone, has Zephyr as a bodyguard now. Meanwhile, Pash is inside the site looking to trade, and Zephyr will take HVK, but will go out to Elijah. But with Elijah gone, sorry, with HVK gone, that's the diffuser down, and Elijah can't get to it in time. Good defense, which largely came down to Zephyr's just slipperiness and the attackers not knowing how to find him or pin him down, and then just running out of time to do so, and he really made him pay for it.
Zephyr just really above the... Look at this, 10 kills in 4 rounds. Amazing. Nordwind picking up 3, Randy 1, while Pasha and Phil yet to find their first frags, along with Havocs on the other side. And yeah, let's go into the last round of first half. We get to the reveal phase. Ying, Thatcher, Hibana, Sledge, and Lion on the attacking side. We're gonna see Valkyrie now on defense, as we are actually moving to Kids Domes and Domes main whole defense for team and not soon.
All right, 6-pick phase, and Astro does switch over to an IQ.
Perfect pick for the Valkyrie.
Yes, perfect Valkyrie counter.
Defenders
It's one of the
protect
first times I
bombs
think
being
we've seen
defused by attackers.
IQ the 6-pick really be used to specifically target an operator that's revealed in the reveal phase.
always
And
use
an
it to
important one
track
for
it.
sure, yeah.
Let's see, if they get control of the tower, the attacking side can actually just grapple onto the kids room and try to push in along with Ying cover. But I'm expecting some runouts from Zephyr as he's playing a 3-speed operator. And I mean, if I were on Xbox Masters, I would try to focus on him. Because obviously he is the card carry at this moment of Not Soon team. And if they cut him off early in the round, they should not have much problems with the rest of the team. As it seems, it's only Zephyr playing like hell. Right, so let's check this camera from Phil. Master is climbing on top of the tower. There is actually Phil trying to cover that camera. Far south, right?
Looks so. And if he gets it far enough, of course, IQ's not going to be able to get in with the scanner. Of course, it has a limited range, and if she's not close enough to see it in that, won't be able to grab it. She does see that one, I believe, that's below her through the floor. Drops on down to find it. And Thatcher will use on the attic, and she will shoot the camera out from underneath once she knows it's safe to drop down.
But Zephyr can actually trick that if he's playing in the attic, right?
He can, and he's there. But he's concerned about the man on the roof behind him. Havana charges are going off. Will he get it in time?
Yeah, he can.
Yes, he will. Takes the charges away. The man on the roof realizing he's made a mistake. Proyo gets Phil elsewhere, though, and Aces gets Norwin, so they might not need to get into the attic. He does sprint away and survive it.
Attackers recovered the
But he
diffuser.
needed to do that, as there's now only two teammates and him left alive. And make this work.
There goes the last Hibana X Kairos charge to open up a small prone hole in the attic. And let's see, Randy. Oh, he spots Hibana but fails to land the shot. Elijah pulling it back. 5 versus 2 now. And so on Zephyr playing Bandit and Pasha on smoke. Not an easy. Big challenge for them as there's more than a minute left on the clock. Zephyr going for the peak. Takes out Pro. That's
He's
a
done
good
that so
kill.
many times when they're in the back foot as defenders, and made it work. So he grabs another one there, but he's very, very low. He needs to find some more though if he's going to help his team out much. Meanwhile, Smoke's inside the front site. Zephyr will go down to Aces his blind spray through the mattress. And then Elijah will peek up from the white stairs and find Pasha. As I'm sure was only a matter of time before that went through. And then that is the end of the half. So do switch on over then. Score is 3-2 in favor of the now defending lineup of Xbox Master Race. And the attacking team needs to shape things up a little bit because their defense was a little bit lackluster, but as I say, most of it came down to the fact they were relying on aggression and peaks and sticking their head where it didn't belong. Now, when they're on attack, that's a little bit more forgiving because that's part of the point. But they were losing their aggressive peaks on defense in more situations than not because they just couldn't land the shots. And doesn't matter if you're attacking or defending and making these peaks. Yes, it's better for attackers in some situations, but if you can't actually land the shots, that don't make a difference because you're not going to get the kill.
We saw actually a Libby and Finka being picked as the wildcard operator, switching to Hibana and Valkyrie.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
So let's
defused
check
by
it out.
attackers.
It's now Xbox Master Race on defense for the next 5 rounds. Well, or maybe even less if they manage to win 3 rounds.
That's true. This is, of course, remember map 1. So as the defense starts to get set up, there could still be time for many, many more opportunities to drag this into overtime or just multiple mats.
Right, so we can see actually a decent amount of utilities and reinforcements are inside the
5
meeting hall.
seconds left.
I mean, meeting hall is like the center of this map. It's whoever has control of the meeting hall has control of the most of the map. But not soon. They need to go from the top floor, clear out room by room, floor by floor, before just collapsing everything down onto the bomb site. And there goes actually one rotation hatch has been opened up. Not sure about the other. Do they plan to reinforce it or what? But yeah, okay. We see already not soon doing the same approach to the round as Xbox Master Race by taking control over the big tower. Randy will find Bandit, but Aces. Oh, okay, this changes. There goes the C4. Astro will open up the round with a kill on Pasha with a headshot. And that C4 is detonated but found no kill. But
We
at
do
least
have
they managed to
slight man
scare him off.
advantage though, the
Yeah.
defending team. So that's great. Even if they lose that C4, if they can keep this man advantage, is good. There's more of an old-fashioned attack to construction here, using that hole in the wall, using that breach to make it happen. But it makes it a little bit easier to defend against with these two men upstairs still. That's part of the problem. Having these players on the top floor through that hatch in meeting makes pushing through that hole very, very tough. Elijah gets one though, but Norwin trades straight back by taking out Astro. Still then, the defenders are an advantage. Norwin in that trade lost a lot of health as well though, so it's going to be a tough uphill battle for him.
But the diffuser is not in a good position for the attackers, as the defenders can actually place a yokai drone to cover it. Royo is still inside the meeting hall. I would actually expect him to fall back down onto the site and play some goo mines around the diffuser. Nodwin, pretty low HP. Stuck into goo mines. He needs to watch out. 2 more goo mines and he is injured. But look at this. It's a Legion with his SMG taking him out. And Royo finding his kill. 4 versus 2 now.
Rayo grabs another one as well.
That's a nice
It's a
strike.
nice kill indeed, and leaving Randy alone now upstairs on his own, looking for an opportunity to slide in and make something count to for his team.
But the fight against the yokai.
It's
Oh my god, look at this.
Bouncing back and forth, but he gets it. The Legion mines are going to bounce off his face as he tries to push down towards the site. Continues to push his way in there. Does trade back and forth again, but still can't quite pull off what's needed. There it is. Does pick up the kill on Proyo.
There's the diffuser and Echo is just waiting right behind the corner.
Elijah picks him off as he heads down that front staircase. And ultimately,
Sounding is not right. Look at this, 0 kills on Phil and Pasha. What is happening with them today?
don't really know, to be honest. These guys are definitely struggling from where they were before. And that's a painful sight to see if you're a Pasha fan, that's for sure.
That's a
Hey,
bit weird, but
He's
Zephyr
gonna
is
find himself somewhere.
high level with 11 frags. But fragging will not help his to win rounds. They need the entire team, not just Zephyr playing. So let's see Kids Domes and Domes main hole defense from the Xbox Masters. I do assume a little bit will switch. No, it's actually Pro switching from Castle to Dock, and Pasha will take the 6. Okay, it's actually Echo. And there we are going to see Glass pick on the attacking side instead of Thatcher.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Okay.
attackers.
Glaz is very good right now, as we've said previously, and as people have shown before. Will they be able to make strong use of him? Will they be able to get some kind of kill on him? Is the ultimate question, really. Because they do need something to stretch how they'll lead, or rather get themselves back into this game, sorry. They're currently having a real tough time in doing that.
5 seconds left.
Well, let's see, Astro, where are you going to place those Prisma holograms? Okay, right here behind this side. This is going to be cheeky. Yeah, this time it seems the attacking side will not go from the big tower. Just want to focus on the bed. They have Thermite. They need to get rid of the bandits shockwise. So Thermite place the exit charge, create an entry point at the bomb side, and then try to make some pressure, or maybe go for even for the plant.
Will they may be able to pull it off.
Pasha will be
Yes.
playing the Overwatch here.
Yeah.
Inside the building. Zephyr does some drawing. His IQ's gadget will be pretty useful to find those holograms and other gadgets. But so far, kitchen seems to be completely empty. But watch out in the showers. Phil, can he find a kill? There goes Astro, off with his head. Man, advantage for not soon. A really interesting angle from the bus.
Yeah.
Attackers
go.
dropped the diffuser.
Holds it from quite a distance and can be devastating at the right moment.
Right, so Zephyr actually found, I think that was Smoke playing inside the kitchen.
Bomb
He's
located by
in control. No,
attackers.
sorry, that is Jaeger. Pro will find the kill in the meantime, taking out Nordwind, so that is completely off. And no, sorry, that is Hibana off, my bad. And it was from the big tower.
What a shot.
Pro being amazed with himself in the game chat. It was a surprise to him too.
Yeah.
Still dropping some flashes, but still we haven't seen EE1D charge going off on Lion. Pasha getting into a fight there, he's losing a lot of HP. He's down to 25, but look at this, it seems Jaeger has been injured, it seems.
Attackers have recovered their
Randy will open up the wall inside the bedroom with his XDamage charge. There goes the EE1D charge. They know that one of them is inside the tower, so Pro is just standing still here, watching towards the armory stairs. This is actually a really strong angle that he holds, and Zephyr might need to watch out if he decides to go upstairs right next to the armory.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough position to be in if he wants to go all the way up there. But with 20 seconds to go, they got to do something, and they got to do it fast. 4v4, but that makes it 4v3 as Pasha gets blown to Kingdom Come by Aces. Aces is traded back over by Phil as Elijah takes Randy out and keeps the defense in the lead. Another peek from Elijah from the same spot, though, will take down one final defender in Zephyr. Phil, though, steps his way in to trade back Elijah, and Phil is quickly shut down to ultimately rock off that quick shot. Elijah, though, gets a bit ahead of himself, thinks that they are done. They are not just yet, as they have a few more, well, one more chance. The defending or the attacking team is here to make their mark and stay in this game.
Nice to see Phil actually now dropping some frags finally, but they're still not winning the rounds they need. 5-2, it's a map point for Xbox Master Race.
And to be fair, I mean, it was an early call, but I feel like he may have been the right call, the way this is going, and they are definitely looking good for this. They're definitely looking like they're ready to take this. And we need to see something very special from the attacking side to stay in this game. They just don't have anything right now, and they just, I don't know, half of them still lacking to get kills.
Well,
Attackers need to locate
now is the
defuse
moment
bomb.
to step up. They need it. Hayrox sharing the pain with Pasha away, having a donut on the scoreboard. Maybe it's just not the map. It's just maybe on the other map, second map, we'll see much better plays from these two players. So far, I've seen.
But I mean, for their sake, I do. Like, I'm as mean as it sounds. We've had a really long day today. If they don't play well and we end up being done after the second map, I'm not going to be too upset. But rather we get a good game out of it. I'd rather they do manage to step this up. I'd rather they do pull off some fantastic rounds and keep their team in this. Because yeah, as you said, if they don't, it might just end up being a bit of a no contest for the second map as well.
I mean, they had 2 rounds on defense, which is like all right, I guess. But it's just Zephyr taking the spotlight. He's doing all the massive work for his team, while 2 of his teammates were lacking a lot behind. So those 2 rounds definitely are thanks to Zephyr. But now on the attacking side, Team Not Soon is having a lot of problems.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Is this where it turns? Is this where it switches back around?
Changing mags.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Right, Randy. Going from the dining towards the kitchen, and now the meeting hall is completely reinforced off the kitchen. They need a hard breacher to go in. They have to find another way in. Hawk's using his yokai drone, like sending him
Attackers
up
recovered
to the attic to try to gather some intel. And look at this, Randy opened up some line of sight outside the classroom and will try to hold an off angle in case one of the defenders tried to cross across the meeting hall. This could be dangerous. They cleared off the top floor. And Astro will open up the round with kill on Zephyr. So there goes the heavy now. Another single logic bomb has been used. Nordwind trading it back on 4 vs 4 now.
Yeah, Dopey, they're not the best target for the defenders to have killed, so still have to worry about some of it. Pasha going to push in though after that C4 goes off. He's going to probably have the attacker think he's safe, but Norwind was down for the other angle. 2 people go to try and revive him, but Randy thankfully is paying attention and will have his gun up in time to save his friend. They do keep the advantage. Ace is just thinking about flanking through the meeting hall, but changes his mind there as the clock ticks down, knowing that it's better to stay alive at this point. He can throw himself away for what could be a maybe kill in the meeting hall. There is a better time for that flank if he so wishes to continue doing it, but it will be later on.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
For now, the attackers are still slowly pushing down the front edge. 40 seconds to go. They now think about it.
The good thing on Randy, he has a lot of all grenades in his lifeline grenade launcher. There you go, spamming those Guzman grenades. But Elijah in a strong position. Can he go for the peak? He takes out. Oh no, he actually. Nordwind wins this fight.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Like Elijah should win his Goon mine. The C4 kills, gadget kills from defense.
Aces, there we go. Staying alive means he gets that kill onto Pasha, trades his teammate back, meaning it's now him versus Phil. Flashbang's going into the cupboard and the laundry box. Phil does have the diffuser, but he's got 5 seconds and he's going for the kill. Looking towards the corridor, but not going deep enough in it. Heads around the back edge and picks the wrong place.
Operators, you are out of time.
Comes out of it empty-handed.
6-2.
There is a good round for the defending team and ultimately ends the map. We are not going to run to a break between maps on this one. We're going to go as fast as possible straight into map number 2 because as we mentioned we are slightly behind schedule. So we want to get these guys playing as fast as possible. And
Well, look at this. Royal 12 kills, Elijah 11. Havoc's managed to get 1 kill with his friend Pasha from the other side of the scoreboard. But yeah, 6-2, a pretty dominant victory on the second half, I would say. So we are going to switch to map number 2, and I do believe it's going to be Border.
does look about right. And Border could be an interesting one, but it's a map which teams that teams that don't have a functioning strategy, or teams that are a bit discombobulated, will crumble on, and that's exactly where we're seeing NS at the moment.
I do believe we're going to switch sides, right? For the Border, and
Yes.
should be not soon on defense, on the attacking side, then, right?
Yeah, that sounds alright. I think Noxoon are starting things off in attack, and Xbox Master Race will be second. Well, obviously, have that confirmed in a moment. Let the teams and the admins double check it and be sure. But right now, not soon. Just I don't know. They're a broken team that seems just not there after that first map. They just seem to crumble off. They got a couple of rounds in, but once their number was figured, once their number was up, they just kind of crumbled and had nothing left in the tank. And if that's how this is going to sit, if that's how this is going to continue, then they're not going to stand much of a chance here on Border, unfortunately. So I hope they find something new. They have something else up their sleeve to deal with that.
Alright, teams are slowly getting ready. Okay, we're just waiting for one member of Xbox Master Race, and then we will be hopping on Border. So can we expect another Mira ban on Border? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a crazy expectation to do that. To think that's a thing. It's definitely one where Mira can be effective. We have seen teams do things and succeed with things that don't include Mira. But we've also seen some teams with Mira absolutely dominate. So yeah, we'll wait and see where the bands go. It's one of those ones where could go anyway. We still haven't seen a Maestro play, despite him not being banned here. He's banned
Yeah,
a
you're
lot
right. Yeah,
in the opening game, but
we
not.
could see him here.
We could, and I want to. There's a few spots you could use his camera very well on this map. So yeah, I kind of hope to see it there. But hey, there is still a way to go in setting this round up and this map up. Ready?
And there we go. It is the Mira ban from Not
Yeah,
Soon.
there we go.
Now Exos Master is doing the last operator ban. I would kind of expect him to go for the Vigil ban, as I remember Nordwind playing a great Vigil on board.
No, Ella. I mean, she can do a similar job to Vigil, but I'm not sure. Vigil is good and he's strong on border, but I feel due to the limited rotates available to defenders, it's easier to deal with a Vigil if he's on the enemy team. So maybe they go with that instead and then just take the concussion mines from Ella out of the picture.
Mhm.
But as you say, it could be a gamble. Aces could just dominate here on the Vigil and really make them regret not banning it.
Here is the reveal phase. We can see both teams can see the operators, and right after that, sixth pick phase. Let's see if there are going to be any changes in the lineups. Okay, Aces will switch to Alibi or Alibi. Not sure if they use the English or Italian pronunciation. And
You use what you want
Pasha
to
will
use.
stay on Pasha. Wait, what did I say? Pasha will stay on Capital. What did I just say?
You said Pasha, stay on Pasha. That's a new one. I like it though. Keep that up.
Yeah, just be yourself, Pasha. Yeah, that's my brain melt. Apologies.
It's completely
It's
understandable.
the side effects of too many overtimes.
Yes, that is quite possible. So, first round of border then is 20 seconds away from getting underway. And there they choose to put things.
5 seconds remaining.
Right, so they didn't put anything inside the CCTV. They'll just completely give it control to the attackers of it.
Yeah.
Alright, Aces will definitely play downstairs. Let's see those Prisma grenades. Where is he going to place them? We have Bandits to deny the Hard Breachers. There's only one Hard Breacher in form of Thermite on Randy. No, that's not Randy. My bad. Alright, look at this Norrin phone. Really fast, making some pressure inside the office.
Yeah, it gets in there quick because they droned it out and realized that it was empty, and the quicker they get in there, the better their chance of holding it is going to be. Smart play on their part, making sure they have that controlled early on. Let's see now if he can hold it there or if he gets caught out from somewhere else.
Well, they have complete control of the office, and they just push the fountain now. They're burning down the Riegas idiots, and there it is from below. Some damage on Nordwind.
Yeah, and he runs straight from there into Proyo, who is hiding at the goat location and will fall from it. So smart play from the people below and then pushing them into the people above. Proyo C4 will get Phil as well, and Astro will take down Zephyr now to follow it up. It's a great start here for the defending team, and they grab one more as Elijah finishes Pasha off through that window. Randy now, the last man standing, looking to get into the meeting, office. He'll find Proyo, but Astro's waiting for him to pick the next way and will lock him down. Xbox Master Race take round number 1 with relative ease, to be fair. It was a, office is clear. We can run straight in and do what we want in here, but not realizing that, no, it was not clear. They had it held from where they wanted to, and they were below and around and covering exactly what needed to be covered.
I'm kind of like impressed with the, was that Aces playing from the below on the opening kill? He did a lot of damage on Ash, and I think Norden was playing Ash. He started panicking as he was getting shot from below, probably expecting like, hey, they probably have pulse or something below. How do they know I'm right here? And then he just ran straight in front of Proyo, who gunned him down. And there we go. Pretty clean round from Xbox Master Race. Now they will switch sides, switch to ventilation room and workshop on the ground floor. And they will go with pulse this round.
Interesting. Didn't use pulse in the previous round despite playing from above and then having a player underneath. But now that they are playing above, they are once again rocking that pulse. Interesting to see what they do with him. We've seen teams using pulse in this location upstairs to gather information from what's around and then ultimately jump out. Now they are having a great time here and they are a long way ahead, so maybe that's what they choose. But it would be a bit cocky. I think they can use him without jumping out and be perfectly fine with the way this game is going to go and not have any problems dealing with the attack coming their way from how things are so far. That still said though, we got plenty of time left on this round as Astro's Prism gadgets could cause a bit of a mix-up as well. He is of course one of the few unknowns that people still have in this game as things are, because of how new she is, because of where she might place those gadgets, and because of how destructible Border can be. With your information, your position being given away, you could really get punished for such a thing, and you may well do it without knowing that you have done it.
Kind of expected from this level to do the draw. Look at this, Nord. Was that a wallbang on Alibi? Yeah. On the hologram, he gets spotted, but he's all the way outside, so no danger for him. Yeah, okay, the attackers, they have the control of these stairs. Not sure if they placed a claimer over there, but they will slowly try to make that push towards the office and archives. It seems Pulse and Jaeger will be playing down on the side. Hog, Havox will use his cannon to just gather some info.
It's Randy on the hatch as well. He's being so patient. He can see more and more players. He knows he's in and out. Off he goes. Goodbye. That's the diffuser dropped down there with him. Did he see it? Oh, he also got a player down with that C4. Don't see what happened to the downed player. Oh no, he disappeared. I thought I saw a player get down through the silhouettes. He sees one more, and HVK gets Phil through the floor. What a fantastic play. That pulse was used to perfection. Meanwhile, everyone else in the attacking team has been cut to pieces by the defenders. Only Norwind left up. They do lose Eli, but that last second peek from Aces gave his position away. Norwind takes out Aces and gets a quick flick around onto Astro 2.
That was nasty.
Go. That was nasty.
Still plenty of cameras around, not much.
Plenty of cameras, plenty of time here for Norwind as well. He could really do this. Looking now for any other opportunity to grab the pulse on his sensor, perhaps. Still unsure about checking his way through the office. Smart play here from HVK though to head back to site. And they again don't need to rush it with their other players. They're just looking through the floor and tracking him. Norwind was tracking Pulse back, but he doesn't have as much time and he has no idea where Proyo is. Can't get him on a heartbeat sensor. He heads towards the top of the metal stairs, but ultimately choosing to go a different way. If he does come down there, he's going to be heard by that bandit.
I still say Pro is here in the best possible position here, covering actually a lot of enemies to the side.
15 seconds left.
Oh no, he spots it.
Attackers have
That's a
located
kill.
a bomb.
1v1.
Takes down HVK. Here it is. He dropped on the other side, sees the Prisma, but will shoot it. Norwind now with his position marked, gets the diffuser,
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Has to plant. He's looking for the kill, but it's not going to happen. Puts the plant down, and here comes the bandit. Will you know where it is? Yeah, knife for the kill. Well played in the end there by Proyo on the bandit. It was very close by Norwind, but a lot to ask for in a very short space of time.
Well, hopping into round number 3, Xbox Master Race winning those first 2 initial rounds, and now they're allowed to go back to Armory Lockers and Archives defense. So,
Cloud9, interesting.
Cloud9 Beast Coast, is that confirmed, guys, or are you just trolling
It is.
us?
No. I see it on my Twitter
Okay.
too. Laxing, Goddess, Foxer, Schlungy, and Retro, all now Cloud9 players. That's cool.
Actually, pretty lit. I'm expecting some C9 spam in Twitch chat now. Congratulations to Beast Coast, guys, and the acquisition of Cloud9. Now let's go back to our match. Still waiting for some big orgs to jump into
Defenders,
EU
protect your
teams.
bombs from being defused by
Come on,
attackers.
guys, EU is not that bad. Aces will play a living once again. We're gonna see the GSG9 duo. Jaeger and Bandit, Echo and Smoke on the defense. On the attacking side, the Cabby, Lion, IQ, Buck, and the only hard breacher, Thermite.
So, can you do something here to bring anything to the table, Matsu? You're crumbling in front of our very eyes. You're continuing
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
to disappoint round by round, but you have so much potential, you have so much skill. We've seen it previously.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
Just need to see it now. As they do begin another attack towards the building. As nice as border can be, 2 teams, losing your attack side 5-0 is not the way you want to go into defense. They need to get some rounds on the board here. But it's early days, only 2 rounds in,
Bomb located by attackers.
so they have plenty of time to do it for us and show it for us.
Still Pasha. No, sorry, that was actually Zephyr would try to do some damage from below with the Buck. Odwin doing some exploring. We're using his gadget. He spots one of those Jaegers. He rises. He'll remember the position.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So far, slowly approaching. Not sure if there are
Attackers
any.
dropped the diffuser.
Yeah, that's only Aces playing on ground level, right?
Yeah, looks like it. It's hard to tell since they changed the spectator overlay, but I do think you're correct on that.
Before you could see the like little arrows up and down. Yeah. I just
Yeah.
remember
Attackers have
that.
recovered their
Exactly where they were, and it was wonderful. Really
Yeah,
useful.
I'm kind of missing you. So what have you done, guys? Goes the EE1D charge field dropping inside the archives. Norwind opening up with the kill on Proyo. Gets stunned by the Yokai. Able to find it. These archives have been completely abandoned by the defenders. This is a perfect opportunity for the attackers. But look at this, Randy's on the other side with the diffuser. He needs to make a rotation, but double kills from Astro and Elijah, bringing it back on 3 versus 3.
Yeah, keeping it close. Elijah's low though, but the 3 versus 3 is still on the table.
But Nordwind still is inside the archives. Randy should just go around and join the archives while there is still time.
Attackers dropped the
Chance here to
diffuser.
do so, but they have more trades coming in. Zephyr picks up 2, while Aces trades back 1. Still then just Elijah now alone as Aces was picked off by Zephyr. Norwind grenading into the Locker's
Could bounce
location,
it.
trying to keep HVK busy. Oh, he gets in before the nade went off, but the nade was in midair and it does take down Elijah, who's already low. Norwind, that could have been awful if he dropped it at his feet, but he just managed to release it in time and blew up right next to that poor head of smoke.
A bit of exciting end of the round, but not soon. Finally picking up a round on border, so it seems Xbox Master Race will go once again on the same bomb site.
Yeah. They do finally have a round here in the bag, though, for not soon. Sorry, I've been completely backwards this entire time. I just spent that whole time talking about not soon being 5-0. You didn't correct me either. I'm so lost. I'm sorry, boys.
I'm just watching by the side, watching you like crumble.
Uh,
Yeah, the overtimes is, oh my god, like, don't
Yeah.
remember the last time when we actually had such a long overtime. But still, the record holds the NA CCS qualifiers with 32 rounds being played.
that's true. That's very true.
Never forget.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
No recost.
Properly then, not soon do have 2 rounds. It's time now for Xbox Master Race, if they want to win this quickly and easily, to get as many rounds in the bag here as they possibly can. You bring it to a 3-2 before it's their turn to defend. But they do now have that win on the board. And that's going to hopefully for them start the ball rolling.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to go.
This time Aces is going to play on Valkyrie, but there will be no IQ on the attacking side, so his cameras should be safe for some time
Diffuser has been dropped.
and help out his team with some intel gathering. I assume Phil will go rappel onto the locker's window. He did that actually, like at least 2 rounds, I think. Or will have gained the control of Easters, and I kind of expect from him the same aggressive push as we are used to watching.
Bomb has been located.
What this Ace is doing, Norton shuts him down while he's trying to open up a hole for the C4, and he did not expect Ash just running. Look at this, Norton just ran basically across the entire map. He's going to open up the line of sight, destroy the shock wire so his teammate can place the exothermic charge and open up the wall entry point into the armory lockers. There's the Claymore for the run out. Just kind of like a maze on Norton, just keeps running and sprinting all over the place,
By attackers.
not being contested at all.
Oh, Astro picks up Norwind in return though, but Phil will take Elijah back, and this round is starting to open up. The defense are down to 3 players again, 4 on the attack though, and they're starting to push their way in towards the A site. Astro though does take down Zephyr as the Randy looks to plant, but no, he's the wrong button. He actually starts a phone call at the last moment, and then pulls it back away before realizing that he wants to plant. The thermite goes in with him as the phone has now rang. Astro is ringing away here as they're coming in, but there's a camera marking out where those attackers sit. Lion though inside the site will get rushed down by Astro, but the plant does then go through on the other side. HVK takes Pasha as he tries to flank, but Randy's taking Proyo down. Astro and HVK then are the 2 left, both against the 1 attacker though.
Yokai though, it should help them out. So let's see. Yokai leads the way and Astro will follow with Jaeger now.
Astro's going to push forward. The Echo drone is going to give him information. Looking for him behind the wall. He misses. Randy gets the kill. There's a quick follow-up from Echo, but he is lucky to be alive. We'll switch it up after crouching in to Randy and coming out on top, and has enough time left to return and switch it up for a defuse. Good play by Xbox Master Race as that duo, but ultimately still a bit lucky where it comes. They ended up in a 2v1 situation and fought it as a 1v1, and as it is now, they have a 3-1 lead.
And right now we are hopping into the last round of the first half. And the last round with Xbox Master Race on defense here on border, and they will switch to ventilation room and workshop bomb site.
So
Jackal introduced first time today.
yeah,
I'm a bit surprised we don't see more of Jackal. Like on Oregon, I would expect Jackal.
Oregon is a big Roman map, but it's laid out in such a way that you can predict and control the rumors without needing the jackal. Here, it is a little bit trickier to
Attackers need to locate and
find
defuse bombs.
the roamers because of the layout of the map and because it's more of a, it's less corridors and
Bomb
more
located
open.
by attackers.
So you find one footprint and you can immediately then track them where they are. You don't need to check every corner. You don't need to check every little nook and cranny. You don't need to have a peek around every little box and check every little room. Whereas a map like Oregon, you don't have to do that simply because so many of the rooms are not going to have a defender in because it's a dead end or a cut-off room or silly for the
10
defender to be
seconds
there.
remaining.
Whereas here, you don't have that that
I
possibility.
guess I just love Jackal too much. I'm a bit disappointed not to see him being played by these guys.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers
Let's
are
see.
heading out
Round
to
number
defuse
5,
bombs.
action phase starting right now. So Master is having a nice 2-round lead. But let's see if Team Notsun can just pick one round up and try to put some pressure and finish this half time with a minimum disadvantage.
Scanning for electronic devices.
You looking at things outside.
Bomb detected.
There's Phil once again rappelling under the lockers windows as he's done a few rounds before. And not winning.
Ooh. What was that?
I love this. We
No,
actually
in-
saw a few times IQ and Pulse chasing each other, but this was just funny. That
Aces
ace
takes
straight back.
Pasha down though, as before he manages to pop off those Hibana charges thanks to that C4 from below.
Attackers
That's a
recovered
big
the
one.
Well, Nordwin, he can still open up the hatch with his grenade. They also have Jackal with the shotgun and Sledge with the sledgehammer. Phil trying to make some pressure. Somebody is being tracked. I think that is Jaeger on ping. No, my bad, it's Jaeger. I can't recognize the silhouette. Who is being tracked by Jackal here? Zephyr will cook the grenade, but it doesn't land inside.
Oh, that one does. It lands straight on Proyo. There's the second
Kobe.
one in. Randy is looking for the marked man, but Norwin pushes him. Astro finishes him and gets Randy. Astro stepping up big for the master race.
It
And
was
that
not supposed to
out
happen.
as fast as he can. No, that is not how he's meant to play, but it worked for him. He does jump out and go down through the window. Zephyr looks for the window, but didn't quite see the feet running in. And Phil is down outside. So at the moment, it's all on Zephyr. They're trying to down Astro through the wall for the revive, but he's missing. There we go, Aces.
Attackers recovered
Can't hit
bomb
the man's leg. We'll get the revive off. Zephyr has to go and potentially revive his teammate if he wishes. He's got 40 seconds, so he kind of needs the man alive. We'll jump on over and do what needs to be done to get him back up. Elijah heard it then. They knew he jumped off. They heard the bump. And there's the head. He's waiting. He doesn't want to give his position away when he knows there's two to find. He just uses that to say, hey, I've got this information. I'm in a ready position to punch them later. Astro and Aces now move towards the B side too, knowing that they have to come this way soon. Sledge jumps in. Aces picks up that kill, and Elijah's there at the window to finish off Phil, who admittedly knew he was there and was firing his way. But with that, the half will end. The defensive team grab another round.
4-1. This is a huge lead for the Xbox Master Race. A great defense halftime, and now we are heading into round 6 where we're going to switch sides and let's see Team and not soon on defense. The operators that have been banned for today, you can see the icons in the top of the screen are Glass, Ying, Mira, and Ella.
So as the ventilation room workshop gets picked for not soon.
We're going to see nothing new, right? Astra will be playing on Ash, Proy on Sledge, and Sledge is actually a great pick as the defending side are going for the ventilation room and workshop. And as an attacker, while attacking that side, you want to get the control of the top floor above the bomb site and open up lines of sight. And Sledge is just clever for that, as entire floor is breachable with the sledgehammer. So castle barricades will be used around, but still it feels so weird without Mira. At least they have Echo now with 2 yokai drones on disposal.
That floor is done.
So let's see how this is going to work out. Northern is going to reinforce the hatch inside the CCTV. That is interesting. It means that somebody will play inside the CCTV and will not get easily contested from above.
Wall is fortified.
But there is Hibana on the attacking side. That could open up that hatch.
And there it is, though. As the round begins, the attackers are coming in. Run out from Norwind. This is what they tried to do on Oregon. This is where they fell down on Oregon. These runouts, these aggressive starts, don't work.
That
They
is what
haven't
Northern
been able to make it count. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if you land the headshots, of course they work. But he tried to do it on Oregon, couldn't land the headshots. So unless he significantly steps it up, but it's not there.
Let's do some droning first. Astro will go all the way around towards the tellers area. Probably gonna make his way in.
Moving through the customs room, that banner charge won't make a crouchable
Yeah,
hole.
it's gonna be weird.
They're gonna have to prone through it if they want to get in that way. If nothing else, they'll just use it to
Basically a waste of 1 charge.
Yeah, and they are now using the other one on the CCTV hatch. And will now continue their pressure upstairs. Phil was the man in customs and is now cautious of that breach. Royo smashes the wall open and immediately sees Phil, but he was actually right next to the Echo, who's ready for him and does take him down in return. So the trade is there, thankfully. But Norwind will be also answered by taking one from HVK, giving the defenders the lead. Xbox Master Race need to find a way back into this, but Zephyr's going to give them nothing of it by running out onto Elijah. Astro gets in behind, could have had 2, but it was a bit too slow, and Zephyr was ready for him. Shuts him down and out, leaving Aces alone now against 4. This grenade doesn't do any real damage, but he does pick up the diffuser and head towards where he knows 2 players were sat. Those 2 players. Now with one in this small office. He looks for him, heads towards the door. It's back to the hole in the wall, speeds him. Good shot, takes Norwind out. Where did Zephyr go? Well, Zephyr ran all the way around to CCTV. And now that means he's going to be behind the IQ of Aces. The drone gets knifed away. That gave away his position, but he is repositioning around and away now. 30 seconds to go, and Aces has to get a move on, as he is, of course, looking for 3 players and or the plant. And this is just one he's hunting. He's still got to find the other 2. Doesn't actually know where they are. Drops through the customs hatch. And now they will have heard that. Heads towards the metal staircase, does Zephyr. Randy is watching that through a tiny peek hole. There it is. Sees him, tags his backside. Actually misses it. Looks towards the site, and Pasha is waiting for him, where it's an easy kill for him onto the sprinting player. And a good first defensive round then for not soon.
Solid defense, didn't lose many operators upstairs. Wasted a lot of time, and Aces just couldn't do, I think, 1 vs 3 with 30 seconds on the clock. Mission impossible. And now we are going to watch the armory lockers and archives defense, the most commonly picked objectives for border.
Most commonly picked, but also therefore most commonly attacked. Thus, perhaps the most commonly figured out. Let's
2
see.
hard breachers here. All right, that is nice. I like it.
Ooh, no, switching off one to Ash.
Oh no. I don't like it anymore.
I don't. The Thermite is much better for attacking border than the Hibana. We've seen that so many times before the 6th pick change, where teams will ban the Thermite and then be left with nothing but Hibana and no idea on how to use it. Now they've purposely given themselves nothing but Hibana.
Sometimes you would think like the
Ash and then Thermite stayed.
sometimes you would say that like the 6th pick is reserved for anti-threatening or sniping the opposite operator. But this switching Thermite to Ash Well, let's see if that's going to work out for Astra. But yeah, I do definitely agree. Thermite is far better for attack on this objective than Hibana. They don't even have Twitch or Thatcher to deal with those bandit shock wires. They will have to do some damage from below using Ash.
New feed up.
10 seconds to go.
Alright, here it is. 5 seconds left in the prep phase, and this
5
attack
seconds
will
to insertion.
start. Asher with his last few shotgun spots, and Barfly is going down. And here comes the attack. Of course, Master Race drawing their way in through CCTV to begin with. They do force that Jaeger to sprint on out already. And will now get into the east staircase and try and keep him pinned. As it is, he's gone deep into the office. The drone, I don't think, saw him go that way.
Defender has left the area of operation. Defender has been discovered.
There we go with the initial kill. Havoc is taking off Phil.
Yeah, that Valkyrie off the table, but our cameras will already be out. They just need to find them and use that IQ to do that as best they can, of course.
Watch just roaming around the customs area. Well, oh yeah, Norden is still inside the office trying to pick a fight. Did a lot of damage to Astra, who is around 10 HP left. Wouldn't be wise for Astra to try to pick a
What a
fight with
nade.
little amount.
Froyo
Kobe.
nades Norwind straight out. Up and over the top. They used the flashbangs to clear it, but Norwind didn't want to move. Barbed wire cleared then by Sledge as he pushes towards the site. No.
Havoc's finding his second fragment round. Zephyr now. It's a huge 3-man advantage, and Proya spots. I think that was smoke. Randy manages to take one out. Down to 2 versus 4.
Ooh, that was a man bolting up in the desk that took a lot of damage for that spray. I think it was, yeah, Randy here on the Echo. Pasha peeks on out, just a flashbang. Takes down that HBK. The defense needed that. Pasha has 1 point of health. Will smoke inside the site, but Elijah's taking down Randy. Pasha take down Elijah in return, though, and that's the diffuser dropped. Aces now has a teammate to help him here in Froyo, who can open up that window and then make his way in. There's Aces in and behind the bomb. Froyo covering the push. Is there a smoke grenade that can land on him now for Pasha?
Attackers are activating the
Doesn't
bomb
look like it. No, indeed. He heads now around to behind the bomb. And it's there. Froyo found him, was waiting for him. They figured out what he was doing. They figured out where he must have been going, considering how long it took him to run there. And they were ready for him indeed. And he did not have enough health to take that nick in the shoulder. Down he falls to put match point in Xbox Master Race hand.
Well, there we go with the match point for Xbox Master Race. Great opportunity to get those first 3 points and to make a nice entry into the CCS League, as this is the first match of Xbox Master Race in the CCS after taking the spot of Dave Esports, who were stepping down from the league. Unfortunately, yeah. But I have to say, they are a really good and solid team, as we mentioned before. As I mentioned before, really glad to see them back again after the 6 invitational qualifiers.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go, 6th pick phase. And we're finally going to see Maestro. Is this the first round with Maestro today?
It is. He was banned all the way through the first game, and he's not been picked at all from here previously.
Okay, let's follow Randy. Where is he going to put those evil eyes to shoot evil lasers?
Changing mags.
Hopefully, he puts them in spots that are hard to sledge. Does put that one up as high as he can. It will be sledgeable, but there's nothing you can do about that, of course, because it's
10 seconds left before insertion.
melee placed, so
5 seconds
has to
to
be
insertion.
sensible.
Reloading, cover me!
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers must locate and
So
defuse a bomb.
there we go. We have
Attackers
three
dropped the
three-speed
bomb
operators
diffuser.
on
Attackers
defense.
recovered the bomb diffuser.
And yeah, finally we have waited through the entire evening just to see some master gameplay. Master is going towards the east stairs, trying to capture this area, taking out some default camera setup. Yeah, so far this is the boring part of the round. The first minute where everybody is droning Proyo trying to get some jiggle shoulder wall bang. It's not gonna happen. Northern climbing on this position inside the archives. It's one of the strongest positions in this map. Ooh, Zephyr does take no damage from this grenade. It detonated really close to him.
Yeah, interesting. The attack is slow here from Xbox Master Race. They know their opponents can be aggressive, and I think they're waiting for them to do such a thing and to step out and to make that mistake that will be their own downfall. But praise to the defending team. This time around, they're not doing it. And SR sitting static. And this time, the attacking team can't find the kills they want.
They still need to do some droning. Phil is still... Look at this. Phil and Noy, they have complete control of the office, and this is a really strong defense of the office.
There we
Not
go.
sure
After
if
he gets the
any
first kill,
of
takes
these
down Pasha. That's the smoke off the board, and he drops away safely as well. Aces finds Zephyr as a second. Those are two of the biggest players here on Not Soon, and this may be all they need. Randy steps up to find Elijah, but is immediately traded back by Aces, and Aces gets Norwind, who is holding the long angle. Now it's only Phil left. The grenade lands close, but it takes away the barbed wire, not actually takes away the vigil. He jumps up, and the vault means Proyo will miss those shots onto Phil. Phil gets that kill, and that means he has the diffuser. Milliseconds away from seeing that man in the corridor. He EMPs the hatch as his potential way out goes prone right next to it. Astro is waiting and watching for the drop underneath then.
Oh no, you baited.
He does move away. Smart play here from Phil. Gets into the corridor. He does get spotted, though. Liondro goes out. There is the kill from the east stairs. Astro came back up, and with that, we do get the A game finished and wrapped in dramatic fashion. 6-2 on both maps here by Xbox Master Race. And after a brief opening run, Not Soon just had nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of expecting a bit more on board from Not Soon, but